Hey guys, my name is Tarek and welcome to my YouTube channel, Avaricious Reds. So, as you can tell, I'm a big Liverpool fan. But what you may not know is that I actually live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, which is a long way from Liverpool. So, how did I get started on Liverpool? How did that even happen? And that is what I wanted to talk about in my first YouTube video. So to be honest, it started out with PlayStation 2, FIFA 2001, which I actually went home to grab. Look at that. $34.99, which is a ways off from what games cost nowadays, but I digress. So basically, how did I find Liverpool? To be honest, probably a lot of luck, but I like the color red. Wasn't my favorite color, but I thought in soccer it was the most intimidating. So I picked Liverpool, and I think things just aligned, and I'll try and get into that a little bit. So growing up in Canada, soccer was not and is still not, I would say, the most prolific sport or the sport that's on everyone's radars. Granted, it's grown a tremendous amount in the last 10 years. But growing up, I was a huge hockey fan. And so I was a hockey fan of the Vancouver Canucks. Now, if you're watching from abroad and don't know who the Vancouver Canucks are, the Vancouver Canucks are a local hockey team, actually in the National Hockey League. And growing up, they had a Russian winger by the name of Pavel Bure. He was extremely fast, extremely skilled, and was a goal-scoring machine. And wearing the number 10, that is what I fell in love with. To be honest, I wanted to wear the number 10 wherever I could. And so when I found Liverpool on FIFA 2001, like I told you, I had a team that was wearing red. And then I found Michael Owen. So Michael Owen, obviously a prolific striker in his own right, and wore the number 10. So it kind of aligned in that way, but it didn't, I guess, take off right away. But I knew that this was a team that if I was going to get into soccer, was one that this was going to be my team. And so years passed, and obviously we all know about the 2005 Champions League final. Unfortunately, at that time, I was 13. We didn't have access that we do now to games. And so it wasn't something that I closely followed, but it was actually my dad who told me about the result. And so knowing that they were 3-0 down to AC Milan after the first half and then coming back to win it, to be honest, obviously everyone knows what that day means to us Liverpool fans, now that I'm including myself. But I think it just kind of showed that in some weird way that destiny was there, that you wanted to follow a team that, against all odds, was going to be there at the end. And that's kind of what I've carried with me from that point. And I would say that probably the following year is when I started to watch soccer a lot more. And to be honest, it's taken over. I'm not as into hockey as I was. Well, not even close, to be honest. And I definitely wouldn't put up this whole thing for hockey. So soccer has definitely, or football, has taken over my life completely. And I think what really cemented me as a Liverpool fan was Anfield. I think looking at Anfield and the way the crowd gets into the game, the way they sing "You'll Never Walk Alone," I think that's something that is unparalleled. I get chills down my spine every time that song is played, and it honestly makes me emotional, 100%. And so I just think that that song, I guess, coupled with the fact that I'm also an only child, also gave me hope that there was something for me, and there was a community that I belonged to. And so, to be honest, I've never looked back. Speaking of, this morning, went to watch the Burnley game. It was 4:30 a.m. here, but thanks to the Butcher and Bollock in downtown, they opened their doors and I was able to catch the game there. And so since FIFA 2001 has begun a whole set of different moments in my life where I've come to find Liverpool, and I feel honestly Liverpool have come to find me. And I feel it's more than a sport. I would say it's my religion. It's something I believe in completely. It's the only thing that I will wake up for. I never wake up for work on time, but I'll always wake up for Liverpool. And it's just something that I can't miss. The connection with the crowd, the connection with the supporters online. And this is why I wanted to create this YouTube channel, because I think I'm at a point personally where I want to do something outside of my professional life that really is about something that I love and something that no one can take away from me. And my goal with this YouTube channel is to connect with like-minded and with fans who may not support the exact views I have, but who will open my thoughts, let's say, to different things. You know, I want to be a part of a Liverpool ecosystem. I think as I started to grow up and as I started to watch YouTube a little bit more, I definitely followed the Redman TV. So to Paul, to Chris, you guys definitely helped me, a guy from Vancouver, get even more connected to the fan base. And to be honest, that is what I want from this channel, is I want to be able to express my thoughts on games, whether it be a post-game reaction or a match preview, or hopefully interviews down the line with fellow fans or even opposition fans. I would love to start this ecosystem because honestly, football is far more than just the game itself. It's all the intangibles that come along with it. And so I wanted to at least open up my YouTube channel today and tell you a little bit about myself and about how I got started and where I want this channel to grow. And so I'm hoping that you'll stick around for the ride and hopefully subscribe, comment. You know, I just want to get to know you guys, and I want to just embed myself in the ecosystem 100%. So just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll be sure to put out another video soon. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.